Kate's. Whoops. Hi. Well, everyone, it's a special type of a day here because you're with Kate and I on our. Oh, you're on this side. I set it up for the other side.
Oh, okay.
That should work. And we tried to get our little guy to sleep, but it just didn't quite.
So here's going to be sound effects by Austin.
Come here, buddy. So Austin. So Kate, do you want to tell them why we're here today?
Yeah.
So hi TikTok, hi Kate's Instagram, and hello Facebook and YouTube. Today begins Best You Breakthrough. Just tell them what's up. And this is a special live for women over 40. So
if you're a man or someone under 40, this is not for you. This is just for women.
You'll get something.
You'll get something, but this particular program is just for women over 40. It seems to be one of our specialties in really helping this age group, this demographic, really discover how much like magic power they have, and really coming back into themselves, back into their body, back into their health, because so often women neglect themselves and take care of everybody else and don't allow themselves the time they need to really be operating at the fullest. And if you're not thriving, how can you love fully, like to your fullest capacity? You really want to love on yourself, take care of yourself, this extraordinary garden body vessel, in order to really care for those you love the most. So we are doing our final Best You Breakthrough for the year, just for this group of women, so that 2023 you can enter into it feeling extraordinary, like really powerful. So many people this time of the year just give up on themselves. They're like, oh, didn't hit any of my goals, I'm just gonna enjoy the holidays, blow it all out even further, and then I'll start again January 1st. And this is the reason why so many people fail at their New Year's resolutions. They don't set themselves up in a powerful, positive way. They're starting from a negative to begin with because they just let it all go these final few months of the year. So what we're attending is to really set everyone up powerfully so that at January 1st you're already in a really extraordinary, powerful place, and then you can just accelerate and get better and better from there. So this is the time of year everyone gives up on everything and forgets about everything. We're having this group to really have you focus in. It's a 6-week program with 2 weeks of our membership, which is a community which some people have been involved in for 5 years. A lot of people stay with us because it keeps you in the conversation of your health, your well-being, of understanding new methods, techniques, and ways in which to really empower your life and your health. And so it's a beautiful community, so supportive, so wonderful. So that's why. So you have a choice to stay or leave at the end of the 8 weeks, but that will take you right up to New Year's, right? And so you'll be starting this year feeling like sexy,
feeling groovy,
in your body,
feeling groovy,
and really having choice back in your life. So many people feel stuck. You might have done every diet, done everything, yet nothing changes. And so many of our beautiful clients release weight when they never have before. Now, we're not a weight loss program, but when you start dealing with a lot more of the core issues, weight just releases easily and naturally. And so one of our biggest side effect is weight release, and we call
it weight release because and we're very careful with language. So many people have an internal dialogue, right? Mm-hmm. And they beat themselves up, and there's a voice in your head that for most people, at least at the beginning, isn't that friendly. And Kate, when we were trained to be incredibly impeccable with our words, because your words create your world. And when people say weight loss, if you lose your keys or you lose something, you're going to go and try and find it. So we have shifted it to weight release, where you release the weight in a way that you're releasing something that's not serving you. Or one of my teachers was always like, ask your body to release the things in your body that are no longer serving you. And so for a lot of us, trauma from the past is holding on to weight or inflammation to protect you, to protect your body and your heart and your organs. So we say things like weight release as a portal of freedom for you. So instead of it's not, you don't, because if you do lose something, you're going to go find it. And so many people lose weight and then they go find it. So Kate and I, most of the people that do our program release. I mean, our highest is 120 pounds. 120
pounds. That's a whole person.
And she's in her late 70s, Neva.
Yeah, well, there's two. Deborah's also done almost that. She's like 115 or something.
Yeah.
So it's like, and there's, plenty that have done 80, 90, 60, 40. Like, it's just one of the side effects that nearly every single person experiences if they follow what we share.
Yeah, and a lot of them end up getting off of their drugs and medication, which helps their body.
As another side effect,
which helps release weight too.
We can't be in equilibrium if we're dependent on some form of medication to get us through the day. That's not freedom. That's not equilibrium in your body. Now, I truly believe that if you find the right equilibrium, and everybody is uniquely different, that's what's special about it. So if you find the right combination for your body, every single person can get off of all their medications. It might take years, depending if you're on a lot of them, but you can get your body back. Your body wants to heal. Your body wants to be able to function at its full capacity without all of these toxins and drugs being put into it. So there is, I believe there's a way, and we have people, their doctors are like, what did you do? Can I have your number? I'm sorry, this is impossible. Then you can't no longer be a diabetic. You can't no longer, and I'm talking about type 2 diabetes, not type 1. But this is what happens all the time. Doctors are like stunned because our clients are completely ridding themselves of disease, and they've done it in a natural, healthy way that brings their body. Oh, we have sound effects by Austin. Brings their body into an equilibrium. So that's what we're about. We're about really helping people get unstuck, get power over their health, over their well-being, and tools in order to really step into the you that you know yourself to be, the you that you've always dreamed of, that you know's there but feels unattainable. Right. So that's what we care about, and that's why we're focusing this group on just women over 40. So it's a safe container for anyone in that demographic and that age group to really explore and really share what's holding them back, because often our traumas, our sabotages, things like that are what's holding us back. We might do all the diets, but if we have an unresolved trauma, then our body's going to protect ourselves with weight.
So let's leave these folks with an action they can take if they're feeling stuck right now. What someone who's watching this can do, obviously sign up.
Besides signing up.
As well as we want to make sure if you're watching this, you're going to take something from this time, because your time is valuable. And you can check the link in the bio to join us. We start today for Best You Breakthrough. It's a 6-week journey. But what's something, if someone's feeling stuck in their life right now, what's an action they can take right now? What's something they can do right now when they get off this live to have a different result than they've been having up to this point? By the way, I'm Paul Green, and this is Kate Austin. Kate has her master's in NLP, which is neuro-linguistic programming, which helps you sort of rewire some of your programming from often childhood traumas. And she also is Tony Robbins trained strategic intervention coach, and I am studying at the Institute of Integrative Nutrition for my functional medicine coaching certificate. And along that program it's a year-long program, and I've spent my life in fitness. I used to do Men's Health, Men's Journal, fitness covers, and my dad passed from ALS, so I went on a 10-year detoxification and preventative neurological nuance, booby. Okay, come with daddy. And so that's who we are. So Kate, tell them what they can do to get unstuck.
Well, I think you should share one too.
Well, for me,
For
me, it's always take an action. Don't wait to be inspired. So inspiration, if you wait to be inspired,
action creates inspiration.
That's right, motivation.
So you don't wait for inspiration to hit you to actually do something. If you take 3 actions, or even 1 action, but you take 3 actions, inspiration's more likely to come to you. So that's a really powerful way. For me, it would I would be pick up the phone and connect with someone that you have lost contact with, or have any kind of, I don't want to say bad blood, but any kind of incompletion, like something happened and you no longer have the closeness that you have, to pick up the phone and call them. Now we give lots of ways in which to call that, make that call really powerful, because communication is one of our main things. We have three main pillars, by the way, guys. Health, which is Paul's category, and he gives you body hacks, mind hacks, all the body hacks and things in which to own your health faster. I am doing stuff with the mind, so I work through sabotages, traumas, all of those sorts of things that the mind stops us from being able to have what we want. Oh no! And
if I'm not back, hit stop streaming on the
okay.
my computer and hang up both labs.
Okay, and then connection. So we both do connection together, connection to yourself and connection to others. And so what I was saying is, when we have incompletions with people we love, it can lead to disease over time. If we have bad blood with a family member or something, and it just it loops in your mind or feels tight in your body whenever you think about it, there's like a pain in the chest or a tightness, that can create disease in your body if left unchecked. And so one of the most powerful things you can do is pick up the phone and make a call and connect in whichever way you know how. Now we obviously teach you ways in which to do it with more success, but that would be one of the biggest things, because unforgiveness will kill your soul. Unforgiveness will take everything you've ever loved from you. And I know some people have done unforgivable things and something you might not be able to be with, but here's the thing. When someone commits an unforgivable act, usually they've had something taken from them that's unforgivable for them. And a little part of them has calcified, and it's had them be able to commit unforgivable things to other people. Now, in every one of those people that have done something horrible to you, there was a little boy or a little girl that was very innocent at some point until something happened, right? And so if we can connect to the innocent little child in them that is hurting, that can commit something horrible, then we can commit to our forgiveness. We don't have to forgive the act they did, but we can forgive that little person that just didn't, we're all doing the best we can with what we've been given. And I know it's hard to believe sometimes, especially with narcissists and aggressive people. It's really hard, but that was created in early childhood. Narcissism is created in early childhood. Psychosis is created in early childhood. It's not just some chemical imbalance, it's usually trauma related. So if we can really look at people from a new perspective and offer the olive branch, even if they can't accept it or they can't be with it, that is one of the things that will create so much power and change in you. You forgive them for you, not for them. So that would be what I would want you left with. What if you don't want to call that person to resolve it? What's another option? Okay, I would say after you've spent some time with us and you're ready, we would eventually get you to call. But there are things to do in the meantime, Kim. So that would be, you know, one of the powerful things we do is called the Spark. If you're following me, by the way, on 40 Days for You, you can follow my Instagram, kate.austin.alchemist, and hit follow, or Freedom Alchemist, hit follow there. I'm doing 40 Days for You, and there's an exercise I believe that's coming up any day now called the Spark, and it will break down how to do that on the Freedom Alchemist or on mine. And you can also sign up for emails daily from 40 Days for You, and so that'll come to you daily of daily actions to really take care of yourself over 40 days. But there's an exercise called the Spark, which means you do a subconscious flow. So you just start writing to the person, and you write out all your angers, all your hatred, all of the nastiest things you want to say to them, but you wouldn't admit in public. No one's going to read this, so you can say whatever you want to say, be fully self-expressed. Your pain, your anguish, your hurt, all of that, put it onto the page, and then you can turn it and say, I forgive you at the end for doing these things. And then after it all, you take it to a safe place like a sink or somewhere safe outside, and you burn it. There is catharsis in that, but it's allowing your feelings to be fully self-expressed, to release them from your body, because trapped emotions, trapped feelings in our bodies cause disease. So if you want to know more about that, follow 40 Days for You, or follow me, or follow the Freedom Alchemist, and that exercise is about to come up in the next few days. So you'll get that. So that's an option there. Let me just see if there's any more questions. Tammy, best decision I ever made signing up. Tammy has, watching your transformation, Tammy, has been amazing. And for us, like, we get such a kick out of watching people's lives just totally blossom. Sometimes people come and they're gray and sallow, and they've etched pain in their face, etched trauma, and just puffy with inflammation and all these things, and to watch them shift and to release a ton of weight, and their skin starts looking vibrant and healthy, and their smile lights up, and the pain and the etched, all of that stuff goes away. It is when someone transforms their mind and their body, it is the most beautiful thing to witness in the entire world. And that's why we always say, bring your sister, bring your mom, bring whoever, because when you transform together, it's more powerful. You can hold each other accountable in a new way. So that's, you know, and then we've seen so many people over these 5 years really do that in the most glorious ways. And people have started new careers because they were able to dream again, and really, you know, and be happier than they've ever imagined they could be. You know, so many women feel like their life is over after they've had kids, or that, you know, and it's not true. I believe women are in their most powerful place from 40 and up. You know, there's nothing you really know who you are, or it's time for you to know who you are, and to step into that just gloriousness of you and all of your assets, all of your wisdom, all of your magic to be it's time for women of this demographic to really step up. The website, yes, is freedom-alchemist.com, and that's ALCHEMIST, alchemist as in, I mean, Jesus was an alchemist. So, yeah. Let me just see. Is there any other things that I need? Ruth, did you see any questions that needs to be answered? Yeah, I can't see anything more. Oh, new messages. So that would be it. Yeah, Ruth posted on Paul's channel here. So freedom, www.freedom.alchemist.com is the website you can go to. Best You Breakthrough. We start today, but you can still sign up for the first week. That you won't. But I would suggest getting in there and getting into the material right away. So join us. We love, like, more than anything, to watch transformation, and we would love to watch yours and help you get unstuck, help you get into your body, help you have 2023 be the most juicy, yummy, glorious, powerful year you have ever had. And not just like, oh, let's say it and not do it, like actually have the tools and the community to really make it the truth, to make it your word, to make it your life. So yeah, that's it. All right, I'm gonna sign off. We wanted to make this quick and fast and easy, but we would love you to join us. Check out 40 Days for You. You can also, on the website, there's a link to sign up for the emails. You get a daily email with actions to take to really own your health and your life. That's one way, but yeah, joining our program, you get us to coach you as well. So any particular issue you might have. There's a woman that just did our last one, and she's been completely debilitated because she had severe back pain. Severe. Couldn't do anything. And because of the extensive knowledge Paul has, and we recommended a book to her. And from that book, she no longer has any pain. No longer has pain. So that's the thing. You also get all of our resources, all of the years of knowledge we've spent. We'll give freely to anyone to help them overcome whatever their specific issue is. So it's worth it. It's worth it. And it's only $125 for the 8 weeks. So you get 6 weeks program plus 2 weeks of our membership free. And then there's an ongoing membership. If you so choose, you can cancel before that. But the magic is really when you stay consistent to your life and your health and your goals and your dreams. And that's where it all comes through. And that's why the people that have been with us for 5 years, totally healed their marriages, gotten all the promotions, gotten out of toxic relationships and into powerful ones, living where they want to live, like all sorts of, total self-confidence, like a whole new way of being. So people that have stayed with us have just increased amounts of success, which is so beautiful to see. Anyway, I think I'm about to sign off. Did you want to say goodbye, Paul?
Yeah, come grab them.
Okay, I'm gonna sign off. I'm gonna get Paul to
Answer some questions.
Oh, he's gonna answer some questions.
And say goodbye.
Best program ever, changed my life totally. Yes.
And I'll turn off the comments.
Yes.
He's down. You might be able to stay. Just back him in. He's right there.
Omar, are you gonna join us? Great.
Did you give him the link?
The link is there. Okay.
And the link's in the bios too.
Come on in, and then I'll go on out.
Okay, get out of here. He's at the door. He's asleep.
Okay.
He's asleep.
Okay.
You might be able just to bring him in and come back. Just have a little peek. Ooh, it's hot out there. All right, where are we here?
I was just about to sign up.
Okay, cool. So if anybody has a health question about what they can expect in the next, or somebody who's done our course wants to share something, that would be really cool too. I see Charlene's here. Jackie Ward just followed. Thanks, Jackie. Victoria, that was Kate, my partner. For those of you just joining. Omar, yeah. Awesome. Okay. Hello in Leeuwarden, the Willies in Leeuwarden, which is the place in the Netherlands where my family's from. Bettina said, best program ever, changed your life totally. I love that, Bettina. I know. And you know what? I think what happens is people get introduced to a bit of a, it's just a shift, right? So there's a mainstream information about health and well-being. And then there's alternative approaches, which it can be so confusing, especially because it literally contradicts each other every few years. So you'll hear something's good for you, like high fats, like, in the 70s and 80s, everything went low fat and high sugar, and people thought that was going to help them be healthy, and then once the research comes out, they realize that that's the worst thing for you. And then there's keto, and then there's vegan, and then there's paleo, and there's food combining, and there's eating right for your blood type. And so it's such a confusing world out there that the answer to it is it's bio-individual, in which you get to discern for yourself what feels good. So the goal is, when you develop for yourself breathing, meditation, and awareness daily practice, right? So you're spending time, whether it's walking or meditating or breathing, something to turn on your intuition, so that when you're eating something, you can get so good at actually understanding, does this make me feel good? Is this good for me? And you almost begin to have an intelligence to yourself. That's what we're after. Like, what Kate and we're in the transformation business, not in the information business. If we gave you information, we're competing against Google. Like, you could just Google information, but if that's all it took, then we'd all have six-pack abs and $1 million in the bank, right? So information does nothing. Transformation, on the other hand, is where it's at, and that's what really excites Katie and I, is transformation, and seeing the stories of so many people who have transformed. By being connected to something like this, you will see a story of somebody who's similar to you, and you'll go, oh, if they did it, then I can do it. And that's where transformation really starts to happen. Because if we just overload you with information, it's going to do nothing. It's like knowledge puffs up, but love helps you grow, right? So there's a lot of love and a lot of connection involved in all of this for everybody. Which is what makes us different, I think, and what makes our approach so different, is that Kate and I are really committed to transformation and giving tools and a community and stories that really help you make the change yourself. Because if you get the fire inside of you to make a change, whether that's release weight, prioritize a certain way of eating for you, get completion around broken relationships, start speaking to your kids or your father again or something like that. Once you make that choice, if that comes from inside you, then that's where the fire is. But if somebody is telling you to do it, it never works. Parents here know what I'm talking about. If you're a parent and you tell your kids to do something, until they really get the reason why from inside them, they're not going to do it. They just... And then when it comes from in them, they're so lit up about it, even if you planted the seed, they're so lit up that then it becomes a sort of a transformation or change that actually lasts. And once you connect to a strong enough why, you can literally do anything. The how is nothing. Like, we're sharing a bunch of hows, but what we do is connect you to the why. And once you get strongly connected to your why, then the transformation can really begin. And the story of you is so bio-individual that you're so different than everybody else. So what might cause Neva or Donna or someone else in our program to release 120 pounds, 90 pounds, or 70 pounds is different than what's going to work for you. One of the things Kate has people do is write some spark, like a letter, and then burn it. So you're possibly there's a person you're incomplete with who's passed away. And often what people do when they get complete with that person is they feel such a healing that their body can release weight. So there's so many different ways that your body holds on to things, toxins and trauma from the past and weight. So our course covers such a broad spectrum that there's a bunch of doors for you to approach the beautiful bio-individual version of yourself, right? And from that, you get to create and invent something totally unique. We're not telling you what to do. So we're sharing some really powerful tools and connecting you to a story so that you can transform. And so we're in the business of transformation, not information. So let me take a couple questions, and then letting go helps. Yes, it does. Replying to Kim Warden, you're here with us, Kim. You will know. So there's the link to join us. It starts today. Best You Breakthrough is a 6-week journey. We made it super affordable. It's $125 it's really 8 weeks, but 6 weeks in the course, and you have 2 weeks of a bonus of joining us in our basic membership which is an ongoing membership that we have. Kim's learned that sugar, gluten, dairy blow your gut up like you're pregnant. Now you get it all. Okay, now to get it all down again. Well, Kim, just you connect to a strong enough why. Like if blowing you up like you're pregnant doesn't feel good, then probably the pleasure from sugar, gluten, and dairy is less than the pleasure of being and not having your gut be blown up. So we're but being connected enough to our bodies to be sensitive to that and actually making those choices from a place of power and not just from automatic routine to just grabbing the dairy and grabbing the sugar and the gluten. So like really slowing down and finding something that really does work for your body that you can replace it with, so you don't necessarily feel like you're being cheated so much or having to suffer just to not have your gut be blown up like you're pregnant. But that don't sound fun. So connecting to a very strong why is important there, Kim. You're back.
I'm back.
He was down, right? He just needed it.
He woke up again, but
he did.
Yeah, but he's down now.
Okay. The mama tools. I took him all the way to the pathway. Okay.
And by the way, it's a really beautiful intimate group. So it's.
Did you tell them we coached twice in there or once on the thing?
Yeah. So that's why I said you get coaching from us. So it's a great way to really help have extra eyes on whatever you're dealing with and extra knowledge to be able to like navigate through.
Awesome. Well, I think that's it. I don't see any other questions. The link's in the bios on Instagram and on here on TikTok. And to you both, here I have Twitch and Twitter and also Facebook and also YouTube. So if you're on Facebook and you can share this with somebody who is a really cool single, it's for y'all.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping by.
And what about a Christmas present to get, like, have people give to you if that's what you want, or to give to somebody else as their Christmas present, better than any kind of cake or cookie or things like that, because that's just going to keep people in the old way. And sugar is the most addictive thing. It's more addictive than cocaine and all these bad drugs. And there's a reason why everything's applied with sugar. And it takes out the power. It takes out your power and your health. So we want to get into feeling really good.
It's 5 years because I've been just numb in this and not disciplined. So discipline is a bit of a challenging word, but the pain, the little brief.
Wi-Fi might be getting a little funky, so
YouTube
we're going
is
to wrap it
freezing
up.
every other word. Okay. Thanks, Darlene. Okay, bye everybody. We'll catch you soon. We hope we see you in there.
We hope we see you in there.
Link is in the chat. Link is in the bios.
Go for it.
Okay.
Jump in.
Bye,
Jump
guys.
in.
Bye-bye.
Bye.